All right. Let's go ahead and here we go. Transition. Boop. All right. Okay, so next bit we're dealing with some berserkers. Whew! It was a lot of work getting here, but we finally have lots of good news to share. I can't wait to see the look on Percival's face. Gotta stop doing that. When I tell him that Knocknariab agreed to do what we say. Yep, but first to Oxford. Well, look at you giggling like a schoolgirl. Really enjoyed your match with Knocknariab, huh? Huh? Yeah, I guess so. Plus, maybe it's because I stayed up all night, but I didn't have any weird dreams. Still, now that I think about it, I have been enjoying myself a lot. And not just in Edinburgh. For this whole journey. In fact, once we defeat Morgan and this is all over, I think I might even miss traveling around like this. Oh, right. You said Ace and I look identical, didn't you? And saying that kind of thing probably doesn't make it any easier for you, does it? I'm sorry. This whole experience must have been a lot for you. Still, in a way, I'm glad you're mourning her loss. We were both lucky to have you as a companion. Not at all. I'm the one who was lucky to have such great companions. There was Ace, the Black Knight Rhynek, even though he was a little scary. And... huh? That's weird. I could have sworn there was someone else with us the whole time, but I can't seem to remember them. Red Rabbit? We're under attack! Someone's been waiting to ambush us! We're surrounded! Everyone, please get out of here. I need you to defend the wagon. Can't believe we're running into the Queen's soldiers even out here in Knocknariab's territory. Let's go, Silver Shinobi. Da Vinci, Mash. Oh! That's different. Don't tell me they're human. Damn it. I know what I just said, but you'd better stand back, Silver Shinobi. You shouldn't even get near these things. Da Vinci, Abatra, we're gonna take care of them ourselves. Got that? Works for me. Silver Shinobi, Mash, you two keep your distance. I'm guessing those things are... Let's see. HP reaches 0. Inflict poison and curse to a single enemy. Inflict curse to a single enemy when attacked. When HP reaches 0, inflict poison and curse and poison and curse and poison and curse. So 3 poisons, 3 curses. Oh man, that's a lot of curse. Gotta stop doing that. All right. Okay. Hmm. Oop, while I'm waiting on that, actually. Oh, Muramasa's taking a lot of curse and poison. Okay, survive that. And archers now. This way, Master! We should get away from the wagon for now. I think those creatures that attacked us are living humans who were afflicted with the Moor's curse. The Moor's curse affecting humans? That shouldn't even be possible unless someone... Look out! Wow! That was amazing! You deflected my magecraft yet again! How did you do it? How did you know what I was up to? Why are you the only ones running away after all the trouble I went through to scatter all that human trash around? Babansi! Don't you dare say that name! It's not my fault! It's not! I remember you. You're Tumlin Tristan. Yes, that's right. I'm Mother's only daughter. The only fairy in all of Fairy Britain to inherit her magecraft. Which is why I'm going to kill you pieces of shit. No pathetic little shits like you are gonna take my rightful place from me. So we're facing up against Baobansi herself. Alright, let's see. 2 set NPC servants. Anybody got... Seriously? No Percival? Shit. I'll have to settle for an Enkidu. Let's see. Ah! Not what I meant to do. There we go. Lancers. Okay. I guess having some single targets would be good to have. All right. Where are the... There they are. All right. Let's go. Alright, let's see. Inflict curse to a single enemy during normal attacks. Go ahead with tactics. Apply target focus. All right. Okay. And with his NP strength up, that should take a good chunk out of here. Oh yeah, that's a very good chunk. All right. Okay, let's see. Huh. All right. Hmm. Hey, Shinosuke! Ha 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 ha! Check out what I posted in the Guilty Gear chat. I'll have to look at it after the stream. Let's see. So far, still no luck summoning Oberon. Got a good crit on there. Oh, okay. I think now would be a good time to apply around Caliburn. All right. That's good. Honorable wall of snowflakes. Now, as long as she doesn't charge her NP meter this turn, we should be fine. All right.
What the hell's going on here?
Apparently we've encountered a group of people affected by the Morris curse.
Oh boy.
And then we just encountered Balba and Seep immediately after.
No. Nope. I heard you. Hold on.
Right. Tactics. Shield of Rousing Resolution. Invincible. Okay. This might be overkill if I do it like this, but since this is a vampire archer we're dealing with, Lord Vlad, in the words of Rin Tosaka, 500% maximum, no chill. All right. I'm the one that you wanted. Hey, yeah, I'm a super beast. There we go. Like nothing. And I had Percival and Li Shu Wen lined up for her in case Vlad didn't make it, so. I lost. I lost! I lost! Poor pathetic Balba C. Everyone loves Balba C. Of course I can't beat you. You're the child of prophecy. You and I are nothing alike. Nothing alike at all. So since I can't beat you in a fair fight, I'll just have to make the human my toy instead. Huh? Uh-oh. Oh no! Silver Shinobi! Huh? Where did Senpai and Artoria go? That was perfect! Now that's one hell of a bonus. I knew the Child of Prophecy would dodge that, so I was going to just trap the human to have some fun with him. But then she walked right into it herself. What a dumbass. But hey, they're both trash anyway, so what better place for them than a dumpster? Then they're in that jar! What was that? You trying to avenge Buggard or something? Huh. As if I'd ever fight you again, idiot. Mirror, oh mirror, show me my reflection. Sucks to be all brawn and no brains, doesn't it? The Child of Prophecy and the Foreign Mage are finished. Britain belongs to Mother and no one else, damn it. She's going to be so happy with me. Wait! Stop! Get back here! Tristan! Well. Hey, you hear what happened in the flats on 6th Street? They say none of the fairies who lived there ever came back. So Lady Tristan's at it again, huh? I swear, you can't relax for a second in this city. I didn't like how they were laughing. I didn't like how quiet they were. You just can't win with her. Why in the world did the Queen bring a fairy like that here? You said it. Camelot would be a damn utopia if it wasn't for her killing fairies left and right. Damn it. One of these days I hope someone puts that demented brat in her place. I'll say this for Salisbury. Lady Aurora would have imprisoned a fairy like Tristan long ago. Tomlin Tristan? Surely you're joking, no? Who would ever respect that repugnant little brat? The High Queen's daughter? Please, she's the only one who takes that seriously. Has High Queen Morgan ever even said one kind thing to her? She's just a pig walking on its hind legs in a fancy dress. She wouldn't know culture or dignity if it jumped up and bit her. Oh yes, a most beloved daughter that one is. Did you know Tristan destroyed the entire city of Cambridge? I must say, it reflects incredibly poorly on the High Queen that she permits so toxic a creature to continue doing as she pleases. I mean, I'm not saying I believe that myself, but I've often heard it said. I can only hope Her Majesty comes to her senses soon. If only she wasn't a Tom Lynn, we'd put that uppity brat in her place. New Darlington's done for. You can't even call it a city at this point. Anyone trying to escape from there is sent to the underground prison, and the only ones moving to New Darlington are criminals. There's not a single decent fairy left in the place. You know they kill at least one a night at their slaughterhouse theater. And the whole reason the city of Preston defected to Knocknaryev's King clan is because of the so-called football tournament Tristan held there, innit? First, New Darlington tricked teams from all the major cities into coming there. Then they executed all the teams that lost, and finally Preston after they'd won. Yikes. Debauchery is one thing, but that is just absurd. It would be one thing if she had real skill, like Lady Lancelot and Lady Gawain. But that brat's got no more magical energy than a typical lower-class fairy. If she weren't gifted with Sir Tristan's name, she'd be a third-rate fairy at best. No, even with his name, she's still third-rate. Without Her Majesty's protection, she'd be no match at all for knights like us. Just goes to show that the smallest dogs bark the loudest. If she weren't Her Majesty's daughter, every fairy in Camelot would be out to put that yappy bitch down for good. Shut up, shut up, shut up! They're the ones who keep yapping. It doesn't matter what those peons say. I'm still the Queen's daughter. Mother taught me magecraft. She gave me clothes, gifted me a name. She gave me New Darlington and said I could play with it however I liked. That means I'm supposed to kill any fairy who annoys me, right? That I should destroy anything I don't like, right? Why? And yet, Mother never praises me, no matter how many times I do that. I ask you, why? I'm trying as hard as I can, but I don't know what she wants from me. Why must you always be like that, Balban-Sif? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, High Queen Morgan. I promise I'll do better next time. I promise I'll kill more next time. I'm Balban-Sif. I'm free-spirited, elegant, and beautiful. Everyone in Britain loves me. That's the part I'll play, I promise. I'll be just the successor you want. I promise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I always end up like this. But I'm doing the best I can. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Mother. Mother! You're the kindest mother ever. I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't found me. Huh? I'm in my room? On my bed? Why? I thought I did good this time. I trapped them in the garden, went into the mirror, and then... Why is my body so heavy? This isn't good. I have to get up. Whoa, whoa, easy there, Lady Spinal. You got some big bags under your eyes, you know that? Did you not get enough sleep? Or have you been pushing yourself too hard? Right, of course you have. You did pinch that treasure from the throne. I'm impressed you managed to sneak in there while Morgan wasn't watching. She's pretty furious with you now, but I think it's great. Kids are supposed to act up as they get older. Beryl? Is that you? I'm sorry, I'll get up right... Uh-huh? Easy, don't try to get up. You're exhausted now, right? So you should be lying down. Okay, but... Beryl, what was that sound just now? It sounded like something fell to the floor. Oh, that? Don't worry about it. Your fingertip just fell off because your body's rotting. But hey, it doesn't hurt, right? Why is my... It's me. Maybe it's because you used the Garden of Lost Will? I mean, that is one hellaciously powerful cursed artifact, isn't it? Then again, maybe it's because Morgan's finally fed up with you and stopped feeding you magical energy. And if that's what it is, you really shouldn't be holding on to the garden. It'll just make your condition worse. Here, let me have it. I'll put it somewhere nice and safe. You think so? But Beryl, I really need to. Relax, it's fine. I'm just gonna put it in the underground sanctuary where it'll be nice and safe. You stay put and rest up here, okay? Just until you can stand up on your own again. Wait, come back. Why the underground sanctuary? Beryl? Where did you go? I can't move. I can't move. It's strange. I can't move my arms or legs at all. I awoke to the sound of my heart being chipped away deep inside my chest. Where am I? This isn't the field I was just in. It's much further away. It's like I'm somewhere between Britain and the planet's inner sea. This must be the garden where Merlin said he was imprisoned. But he also said there were different kinds of gardens. Sweet Dreams, Dark Abyss, Lost Will, The Innocent. It looks like this garden is probably... I knew it. This is the Garden of Lost Will. A cold and unforgiving garden that whittles away the hearts of its visitors by stripping away their delusions and torturing them with self-loathing. Merlin did say you can leave this garden if you can hold out till the end. But the whole thing is a cruel trap meant to make you lose your heart and mind before you can. Oh, whatever. I can always cut the line when I need to avoid having my heart and mind destroyed. Sure, I won't be able to escape anymore if I do that, but there's no way Bobbin Sea has enough magical energy to keep this garden going that long anyway. I'll eventually get out of here one way or another. So until then... I just have to contend with a bunch of things I'd rather not. The prophecy was true. That girl was a star of hope. She will be our salvation. She will be our absolution. She is the savior who washed up on our shore, along with the name Artoria. May you grow healthy and strong to the age of 16. May the Queen's soldiers never find you. Now go on, hurry. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Hurry and greet your 16th birthday. We have complete faith in you. Which is why you must give everything you have for us. Castor, I brought you a new book. It's about etiquette for upper-class fairies. You should study it now so that you'll be ready when you leave for the castle one day. Let's see... Do you mind if I put the table here? It won't leave you much room in the stable, but you'll just have to make do. By the way, have your FAE markings grown yet? You'll be 16 years old in only 2 more years, you know. I'm getting a little worried. Your journey is going to be hard enough as it is. I see you're working hard again today, Castor. You are so diligent, dedicated, and innocent. You play just as hard as you study, and you always find whatever it is the village needs at any given moment. The other fairies could learn a thing or two from you. Just seeing you in action fills us with hope. Still, I'm afraid it's going to be difficult to pay this year's tax. We already sold most of the jewelry you were wearing when your boat washed up here, along with the rest of the treasure it carried. Some of the fairies are even starting to wonder if you really are the child of prophecy. What are we going to do? We'll be lucky if we even survive the winter. I must be so terribly weak and useless. I swear, none of these fairies have any tact. I guess that's what happens when you've lived past your prime. Well, there's nothing wrong with saying when you don't like something. In fact, you should say so. Don't you agree, Castor? I mean, you don't want anyone treating you differently just because you're the child of prophecy either, right? So I don't care if you're the child of prophecy. I'm going to treat you like the slave you are. Oh, have you been growing? You really need to start if you're going to catch up to where you need to be. Especially since we don't have anything of yours left to sell. Well, we can always sell you to the High Queen if we have to. The child of prophecy, the child of prophecy. The child of prophecy raised in a stable. The child of prophecy, she was raised as the village slave. The child of prophecy, she always smiled and said right away when told to do something, no matter how much she didn't want to. She'd be killed if she refused, after all. How could she say no? It was so much easier to keep quiet and do as she was told. I used to think I could survive that way. I thought as long as I didn't rock the boat too much once I finally turned 16, I may be burdened with an impossible duty, but I could at least finally leave that village. We want to see proof. Proof that you really are the child of prophecy. That blacksmith who lives on the cliff is... redacted. You're the only one he's not wary of. You're the only one he trusts. If you're truly the fairy destined to save Britain, then blank him for us. Please, please, we're so anxious. Our every day is filled with fear. So go on. Prove you can protect us by taking care of him. Of course. Of course I will. Right. No way. That's it. I've had enough. I'm just gonna cut the line and close off the way to the exit now. And so the Child of Prophecy left Tintagel for good. Good thing I've always been quick to cheer up when I'm feeling down. Afterwards, to make a long, not very interesting story short, I went into the nameless woods. And now I've come across Silver Shinobi, just as he's moments away from succumbing to the Lost Will's traps. For a moment, I thought I saw Arctoria on the other side of that wall. But that can't be right. I mean, there's a wall there. And the whole point of walls is you can't see or go through them. So I couldn't have seen her on the other side. What are you looking at, Silver Shinobi? Are you so exhausted you've started hallucinating? Well, get it together already. We can't have you spacing out while we're storming the Lost Belts. We may have any number of replacements for you, but you're still the last master of humanity. Huh? Replacements? You mean you found other ray shift candidates? Do you still not get it? You understand that you don't need to ray shift to get into the Lost Belts, right? We have another master candidate in Kadok now. Once his treatment is finished, you won't be our only option anymore. Oh wait, he's not really a master candidate, is he? You were the only one who was just a candidate. Hang on, I have to take this. Hello? Kadok's awake now? And he's good to health? That's great! Send him to the command room immediately. Good news, Silver Shinobi. Kadok's fully recovered. You can go back to just being a spare, and we can start doing our jobs properly without holding your hand all the time. So that's how it is. All that talk about how much they need me, and now they blow me off just like that. Hey, Silver Shinobi, what do you think you're doing here? Get it through your head already, will you? You're not a master anymore. You're supposed to be on standby in your room, right? Just get back in there before you get in trouble. But I need to stay in shape just in case. I mean, there's no telling when I might have to go to another Lost Belt. Huh? What are you talking about? Your training and mission days are over. You're just a regular guy with no special talents. Stop trying to be something you're not. Just hang out in your room and let the experts handle things. Just hang out? How exactly do I do that? All this time I've been training to handle watching someone die or seeing something unspeakable. I've been practicing overcoming my flight response and clearing my mind, all because they demanded it. At this point, I don't even remember what else to do with my spare time. I just can't tell. Is this really who I'm supposed to be? I see you're afraid to come to terms with your situation. To see the world as it really is, Mr. Silver Shinobi. I understand. To tell the truth, I've been mulling the same thought over for some time now. Is solving this case truly the right thing to do? Think about it. Even if we manage to prevent what's happened here, we won't regain what we lost. Once this case has been closed, you'll be left with nothing more than a broken, empty world. By comparison, even the current state of the world is fairly overflowing with hope. No matter how bleak things may be, there's still a chance that you'll be rewarded as long as you keep solving problems one at a time. You see, isn't that precisely how things are so much easier for you now? There's no longer any means to recover what you've lost, so you might as well forget it all. Don't worry, no one will blame you. With all of humanity having long since ceased to exist, there's simply no one left to do so. Maybe I should stop this for him. It's not like he can cut his own line. Honestly, this Lost Will stuff is worse than I thought. Even when it doesn't concern me, I can't even bear to watch. Silver Shinobi's eyes keep getting more and more unfocused. He's holding his chest tightly, like he's in a vacuum, and he's having more and more difficulty breathing. Listen to me, Silver Shinobi. There's no need to feel sorry for these people. They're all from a hypothetical history, a living what-if scenario foisted on us without our consent. True, I can understand the logic in them considering us their enemies, but that's all there is to it. It doesn't change the fact that they've already lost. So what if a meteor impact resulted in a new ice age? So what if Ragnarok burned their world to the ground? Yes, I'm sure that made things hard for them, but that's not our cross to bear. So don't bother listening to the residents of the Lost Belts. Besides, we've got them all beat when it comes to sheer suffering. We're from proper human history. We're the victors. We took the intended route. We can't let anyone take that from us. We can't. Still, what can we do with only 12 of us? There's no way we could ever rebuild what we lost. You know as well as I do how bleak things are, right? Those Lost Belt people know nothing of this kind of solitude, this sort of pressure. They should be the ones to compromise. They should be the ones to disappear. Any pain they've experienced is nothing compared to ours. In the end, we're all just foisting the worst parts of ourselves onto each other. We act like what we want is what the world wants. Yeah. I've been telling myself it's only for now, that everything I'm doing is to get life back to normal. That's why I've been able to make it this far. But the truth is... You know, you're not quite right in the head. You've almost died countless times, surviving by luck alone. You've forsaken countless worlds, kept alive by the devil's own luck. You've abandoned countless people, countless worlds, to their deaths. And despite all that, you're still no worse for wear. Stop it. You're going to what, just grit your teeth and bear it because it's just for now? It's not my fault I have to fight. It's not my fault I can't save anyone. This is no time to whine about how hard I have it. I could just bury my face in my hands so no one can see me crying. It'll be okay. Once everything's gone back to normal, I can get back to how I used to be too. That's what you've been telling yourself, isn't it? But it's not true. Hearts, they change so easily, but they never go back to what they once were. Stop it. If you really think things will go back to normal once the fighting's over, you're kidding yourself. Your heart isn't going anywhere. It can't. The sights that have been seared into your mind will never disappear. The stench that seeped into your skin can never be scrubbed away. There's no going back for you. So why are you trying to desperately to convince yourself otherwise? Please, just stop. I'm begging you. You see? You passed your limit long ago. I figured that out sooner than you'd think. Nope. That's one of the better things about proper human history. Everyone's equal and no one is special. Since no one there is eternal or volatile the way fairies here are, in the outside world things are pretty much always changing. Wow. That sounds like such a human way to run a kingdom. The truth is, I was thinking the exact opposite. You guys are all such liars. It makes me sick. Everybody's equal? No one is special? Even as platitudes go, it's revolting. There will always be those who are superior, as well as their inferiors. Of course there will always be special people, too. And yet, Oberon said that proper human history can settle its differences with peaceful discussion. Gives everyone a chance, but doesn't allow anyone to succeed. It's all jealousy, bias, anger, fear, and people dragging each other down. Everybody's constantly deceiving one another so none of them can make it out of the ruts they're stuck in. Oberon may not have meant it that way, but that's the impression of proper human history I got from him. That's why I asked you if you were really okay with it. How you felt about working yourself to the bone. About living for a world like that. I think I like it as much as the next person. It was so beyond pitiful that all I could do was try to muster a smile in return. I swear, he already looked so broken I didn't even know what kind of brave face he was trying to put on. His knees are starting to give out. It won't be long before the rest of him follows. I know this is none of my business, but I should at least put an end to this lost will before that happens. We may be separated by a wall, but I can still at least stop the magecraft from... No. Despite it all. Huh? Huh? Is he seriously standing back up now? That's why you should just quit now, Silver Shinobi. You're only making things harder for yourself. Just stop. All this fighting you've been doing, Chaldea's Grand Order, it was all too much for you. His words were just what I wanted to hear. That's right. It's exactly what I've wanted someone to say to me for a long time now. It's okay. You've done enough. You don't have to finish what you started. Here, let me give you an example. The best thing for a species may be for it to continue to exist, but that's not always true for individuals. Individuals, people if you like, are always wavering between two desires. The desire to continue and the desire for a game over. There's nothing wrong with choosing game over. Everything has to end. If we refuse to accept that applies to life too, we'd never be able to do anything. So we all have to make our peace with that. No matter how long someone's winning streak might last, it must inevitably end. Huh? That's not good enough? You want to know what you should be aiming for then? I should have known you'd be so optimistic, Silver Shinobi. It's simple. Don't try for a game over. Try for a game complete. You, me, and everyone else are going to have to roll credits someday. But until then, all we can do is try to complete as many of the tasks before us as possible. Happy, sad, failure, success, none of that matters. As long as you've never done it before, anything goes. And you still have plenty left to do, don't you? You've got a lot of living ahead of you before you can truly say you have no regrets. I believe that's what's best for an individual, but above all, nothing would make me prouder than to know you did all of that. Oh, right, you're supposed to be taking a break, and here I am talking about who knows what. Okay, see you later. Have another great day. And if you ever want to talk, you know where to find me. That's right. Despite it all. Despite it all, I'm still not ready to give up. Why is that? At first it was like a curse. I felt I had no choice but to fight. But not anymore. I've stepped on lots of things and left so much and so many behind. Despite all that, I still have something pushing me forward. Back then, I shouted to live. Those were the words that helped me defeat the best thing for humanity. So now, I have to find the answer for myself. I see. And what would that be? I don't know just yet. Right now, all I have is the wish to live. Huh. A wish? That's right. What's wrong with that? Everyone wishes for what they want. Everything I've achieved so far is because I wished for something I wanted. So I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to find out why I think that way. So what if I lack confidence? So what if this is too much for me to handle? That's no reason to give up now. Seriously? Well, I'll be damned. Were humans always this resilient? What is this place? Senpai! Artoria! You're both alright! Oh, thank goodness. Mash? Is that you? Does this mean we're back in reality? But the Garden of Lost Will didn't stop because it ran out of magical energy. So how? Wow, it's all smashed to pieces! A national treasure gone just like that. It's so bold of you. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just in such a panic. It was putting out really evil magical energy, and I didn't know what else to do, so... Should I not have? No, Mash. You made a great call. I would have been too worried about how valuable it was to destroy it. But now, thanks to you, both Silver Shinobi and I are safe and sound. The Garden of Lost Will was a cursed object that robs anyone who's trapped inside of their, well, will to live. I never had much of that to begin with, so it wasn't so bad for me. But if Silver Shinobi had been in there just a little longer, he might have nothing. You were standing right back up on your own there. What the heck is your deal, Silver Shinobi? How can your mind be built like Baggy's? Why so mad all of a sudden? I don't know. Ask Cabotron. It just came out, okay? What you did in there was so shocking, it's actually kind of infuriating. Makes me wonder just how serious you are about, well, anything. I see. Now I understand. It's true, Senpai's mental state never changes, whether he's doing his job as master or just being Senpai. Even when he seems to be casually eating his dinner, he's actually quite serious about it. It's very strange. No, that's not what I'm... Then again, maybe it is. You really don't run from anything, do you? Even in Norwich, you ran all the way to the harbor, even when everyone was trying to stop you. Hey, you didn't run away either. You know, I guess I didn't, did I? I sure didn't go for the harbor, though. I didn't mean that. I meant from being the child of prophecy. Oh my, is that romance in the air? Wait, no, hang on, that's not romantic love. It's platonic love and admiration. Pepe! Right, I almost forgot. I was only able to find this place thanks to Peperoncino. I went after Balba and Seath after she abducted you two, but then just when I was trying to figure out where you were, Peperoncino swooped in and saved the day. You know a ton. It took a lot out of me, but I ran all the way here with these long legs of mine. There's a reason I'm so proud of them. I wasn't sure at first whether I should help or not, but Mashi was just barreling ahead so frantically. I mean, she sprinted from Edinburgh to New Darlington so fast she actually kicked up dust clouds. So I simply couldn't help but step in, you know? Thanks, Count Pepperon. By the way, what is this place? New Darlington. I noticed Mash because I've been keeping an eye on the place from a nearby hill. New Darlington is Beryl's citadel. I've been looking for a chance to sneak in for a long time. Up till now, I never found any openings I could use thanks to all of Morgan's monitoring spells. But when I saw that Mashi was about to charge straight in from the main gate, I thought, oh well, c'est la vie, and stopped her before it was too late. Then we snuck in together. That's right. Peperoncino used Shugendo, Magecraft, to find you, Senpai. All I did was follow the thread of the bond you share with MASH. If anything, I'm the one who should be thanking you. I never would have known this place was on the outskirts of New Darlington otherwise. New Darlington's outskirts? That's right. We're in an underground sanctuary. We came in through a little church out in the woods near the shore. Too bad it looks like this place is positively overrun with nasties now. Anyway, let's focus on getting out of here, shall we? This is the deepest floor of the sanctuary. A prison 80 meters below ground. It's a long and winding way back to the surface, so make sure you're nice and limbered up first. I assume it was super cramped in that tiny little... Artoria? You've got it all wrong, Count. I don't think any kind of love is in the cards for me, for... Haven't seen that face in a while. Yes! I'm ready! Of course I'm ready! Oh my, her shoulders are as tense as anything. I do hope she'll be able to loosen up eventually. Well, we can worry about that later. Besides, it doesn't look like I need to stick my nose in any of that. I have a feeling time will solve a lot of these problems. Huh? Oh, don't you mind little old me. Now come on, let's hurry to the surface. And just so you know, Silver Shinobi, I'm counting on you to handle any nasties we run into on the way. Alright, one NPC servant set. I assume that is Artoria. Oh, MASH guest only. Okay. So... Riders and Lancers. I guess for an archer... I'll grab a Super Orion. Oh, wait, nope. This is Lancer we're talking about. I'm supposed to pick Saber. I am a dingus. Let's go with Hajime. And... let's see... let's bring out... Okay, so we're looking for assassins. Let's go ahead and bring out Kato Danzo. For a saber, let's bring out Vanilla Artoria. Another assassin, let's bring out Carmilla. If I can find her. There she is. And for another assassin, let's bring out let's bring out little Jackie. Okay, as for the craft essences, whew. Right. That should be a good craft essence for that. And off we go. Jailbreak!
Huh? Please tell me one of the enemies you're facing is gonna be Beryl.
I see 2 snakes and a basilisk enemy.
Right.
In due time.
Well, I want Beryl rolled into a Jotnar-sized pack.
In due time. I mean, Confucius has that saying, everything in its place. Well, everything in its time. It'll happen when it'll happen. Okay. Do. Danzo keeps getting rammed into by this giant snake. I know what I said.
Phil.
I couldn't resist, I'm sorry.
You have to just not say anything. That's it.
I mean, if Kojin wasn't gonna make the joke.
Now, Kojin would just go for the low-hanging fruit.
You mean the one he does all the time?
Yeah. Seriously, even Neith would tell him to get some better material. And she'd leave for the entire damned world.
Okay. You know what? I think I'll just go ahead and speed this up. I'll have Danzo cut loose. Alright, Danzo. Let it all out. Get it out of your system. You got a lot of energy pent up.
Anything I feel.
Especially after those pictures of her in no swimsuit. I mean, what?
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 You say something?
I said nothing.
You said something.
I said nothing.
About a swimsuit. You said something about a swimsuit. And Capo Danzo.
I said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Code U on Artoria. The wonder of Code U. I make that joke even though I know nothing about JoJo Leon. Alright, and code F for Artoria.
Okay, show of hands. Who here has expected Mars people to join in dunking on the fairies?
And the mystic code of FU.
No, seriously, who here invited the Mars people?
The Mars people from Metal Slug?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh wait, that would be Morgan. I mean, I guess she wants to. I guess she wants. I guess she wants to up the ante in terms of dealing with a fairy that spited her in Thief, but.
Alright, do. Let's see, how about... Ooh! Ooh! Okay, synthetic limbs.
Eh.
Code H for Danzo. Arts quick. Daka! That reminds me, I need to work on that up end skill boosting her attack power for the extra attacks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Mash and Artoria. Build up some charge. Oh. I hate to say it, Danzo might be going down here.
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, that one was unintentional. But either way, with all these curses, Danzo's down on her knees.
Oh my God! I don't know if I have to deal with him doing those jokes, but yeah.
Oh, somebody clip this.
Please. I don't think I can handle secondhand embarrassment.
All right. You get flustered way too easily. That's your problem.
As the guy with 2 vampires and a girlfriend.
And a robot ninja. Don't forget the robot ninja.
And the robot ninja.
Oh hey, speaking of more waifu.
What is it this time?
Well, since Dunzo was incapacitated, Carmilla stepped up to the plate.
At least you might have heard me giving me second-hand embarrassment.
I mean, who said sadism was about physical pain?
Well, my plan with Alco was to make her bodyguard in alongside Jason against the FAE.
You're really muffled right now.
Well, Aliko, my plan was, since she likes cats instead of Ben, was for me to bodyguard Ben with her and Jason Gordon. But
Yeah.
since they both like cats, Ben thinks I found a cat sitter for his cat. So, task failed successfully?
Oh, cutscene. After arriving in the British Lost Belt, all I found were vast stretches of nothingness and the Tree of Emptiness towering over them. There was no sign of anything resembling a country. This what-if version of Britain had ended in abject failure long ago. Whatever history may have had was long since gone. Looks like Wodheim was all worked up over nothing. Still, none of that changed the fact that I was bored out of my skull. So I did what any good crypter would do and decided to summon a servant. I am Morgan, the Fairy Queen, a ruler. I have come in response to your summons. You there, descendant of witches. Are you my master? I couldn't have made a worse first impression. She saw through me in a single glance. Still, I'd managed to summon Morgan. Morgan, the Fairy Queen! The woman who made King Arthur's life hell. The dread witch who brought Camelot to its knees. If anyone could keep things interesting, it was her. I could even take her to the other Lost Belts to mess around there. I sure am. Nice to meet you, Morgan. You and me, we're gonna have lots of fun together. As long as I could keep killing people, it was all good as far as I was concerned. So I welcomed Morgan into the fold, put my trust in her, and decided to turn in for the night. Huh? I went to sleep in an open field and woke up in a bed so fancy it almost made me sick. Welcome to Fairy Britain, Barrelgut. Did you sleep well last night? The Tree of Emptiness is dead. The foreign god's plans are no concern of mine. Huh? What are you? Whoa, you're right. He really is all dried up and dead. The hell were you thinking? I have no further use for it. Fairy Britain is no longer a lost belt. And while I myself am no longer a servant, I am willing to keep you on as my husband, Barrelgut. This would purely be for appearance's sake, but the pretense will benefit us both. Hang on. What the hell's going on here? In the span of a single night, this barren island had become a civilized nation. There was no way I could tell Wodheim that, so I gave up and accepted Morgan's offer to be her husband. The next 6 months were crazy. Tomlin Tristan, Bobbin C, took a liking to me after I told her about proper human history. It was pretty cute the way her eyes would always light up when she pestered me to tell her more about the outside world. She was especially taken with fashion and had a particular fascination with the latest shoe designs. I'm guessing she'd never found anywhere to belong in the land of Fae. Later we built the National Slaughterhouse Theater in the dowdy old city of New Darlington. There we put on every fun kind of show we could think up. Fairies hated Balban Sea well before I came along. I just poured fuel on that fire. Oh, I see. That must be what happened. After thinking it over for a while, I figured out what was going on. I'd summoned Morgan from proper human history, but when I woke up the next morning, this Lost Belts Morgan had taken her place. There's no way there could be two Morgans in Britain. She's always been one of a kind. So at some point, proper human history Morgan must have transformed into Lost Belt Morgan. Correct. When you summoned me, I saw what had become of this British Lost Belt. Even in this hypothetical world, Britain still collapsed 2,000 years ago. This I could not allow. In an instant, I grasped both what had taken place in this Lost Belt's history and the mechanisms of Chaldea's summoning system. I deciphered the secrets of ray shifting and used them myself. I knew it! Hot damn, you really are a monstrous genius among monstrous geniuses, aren't you? You ray shifted yourself back in time and rewrote Britain's entire history! And you did it all within a few hours of me summoning you. Damn, girl! Oh. So. Is that what that was all about? Were you in a hurry to fix things because this place couldn't have come about as long as I knew about the old Lost Belt? True. I did need to alter the past while your consciousness was shut down. Information is the only thing which can be ray-shifted. To ray-shift a living person to a singularity, one must first use a coffin to transform their body into pseudo-spiritrons. Pure information. Impressive though this theory of magecraft is, it is only made possible by singularities existing outside normal space-time. However, that is still no more than a way to correct distortions. A system that can only function within the confines of a singularity. Ray-shifting is not time-traveling, and thus cannot be used to alter the past. However, I already existed in this Lost Belt. I was here in FAE Era 4000, as the Fairy of Paradise sent from AVALON. I see. So you sent your own knowledge back into the past. Servants are ghost liners, which is just concentrated information when you get down to it. Of course, even a servant would normally disperse as soon as they ray-shifted anywhere that wasn't a singularity. But if there was someone on the other end to receive that information, like a pre-existing email account, well, that's another story entirely. In proper human history, you were a witch who was defeated by King Arthur and lost your hold over Britain. As that history's Queen Morgan, you were rejected by the entire Isle. So you decided to entrust those memories, that information, to the version of yourself that was born in this Lost Belt, didn't you? Correct. Following that ray shift, the Morgan of proper history, the servant you summoned, ceased to exist. But in exchange for her resolve, the Morgan of this Lost Belt learned the fate that awaited her. In the first original version of the FAE era, the Fairy of Paradise was murdered, and all but a handful of fairies were wiped out in the great calamity of FAE era 12,000. Once I learned of that truth from my proper human history self, I was able to escape my would-be murderers and survive. I then changed the course of that destructive history, and killed the Tree of Emptiness. Doing so would ultimately destroy this Lost Belt, but it also provided me with an opportunity. So long as someone capable of keeping this world alive remained, this Lost Belt would transform from fantasy into reality. That is the world in which you now find yourself. This is the era of the High Queen. This land is my fairy Britain. I built it with my own hands, and no one will ever take it from me. Yep, she's one hell of a woman. Probably the scariest one I've ever met in my life. She ray-shifted her own will into the past while I was asleep, even though it cost her her life. Then the Morgan from this Lost Belt inherited that knowledge, killed the Tree of Emptiness, and made a new history just for her. I don't like to think about this next part too much, but I probably disappeared too while all that was going on. I had seen the version of Britain from a 2019 where the Tree of Emptiness was still alive and well. So I must have died that night after falling asleep, and the me thinking these thoughts is just a look-alike Morgan whipped up the next morning. Is that a problem? Nope. All good here. When you've already been resurrected to suit someone else's purposes once before, why worry about a second time? Still, things are going to be different now. Without the Tree of Emptiness in the way, the era of the High Queen has been firmly established. You can't bring any more dead people back to life to iron out consistencies. And any outsiders who show up won't be able to mess with it either. You do know the Chaldeans are going to do everything they can to destroy this Britain of yours, right? I see no reason to be concerned with them. My enemy is your colleague, and Olympus's Tree of Emptiness, which now covers the entire planet. Damn. So you're planning to go on the offensive against the distant Lost Belt next? Granted, that probably is more urgent for you. But still, Wodeim's no pushover, you know? And those Olympian gods seem like pretty bad news, too. Besides, Wodeim doesn't seem especially pitiful or interesting. Killing him would be a pretty big risk, and there wouldn't be much reward even if I succeeded. Are you saying you have no wish to fight Olympus's cryptor? Did you not tell me that each cryptor is competing with the others? Is that not why you were all resurrected? To vie to become the king of this planet? I don't know about the others, but I got zero interest in being a king. Then why did you answer the foreign god's call? Was mere survival your only concern? Well, yeah. Imagine you suddenly woke up dead, a mysterious voice says you're going to stay that way unless you accept their offer. Isn't it natural for humans to bet on any opportunity that'll mean life over death? Not for you. You have no attachment to your own life, and neither do you place any value on the lives of others. You live only for the moment, and seek nothing beyond that. You are prepared to meet your end at any time. A man such as you would never awaken simply to keep living. You're giving me way too much credit, Your Majesty. I'm just your everyday hedonist. Sure, living's a pain in the ass, but I can deal with that as long as there's enough fun stuff to make up for it. Take Tomlin Gawain, for instance. She seems interesting. It'd be fun to mess with her. Spriggan, on the other hand, seems boring. He'd be better off as the villain of a B-movie. That's all there is to me, Morgan. Incidentally, you seem boring too, by which I mean you won't be any good for helping me pass the time. So you can just relax and do your queen thing. Besides, I'm not strong enough to kill you anyway. What about Tristan, then? How do you see her? Lady Spinal, huh? She's a jewel, that's for sure. Happy to take good care of a pretty young lady like that. But she's a dead end. She's neither pitiful nor interesting. Just the thought of harming her arms and legs makes my chest tighten up. The more promising someone's future is, the more it makes me want to ruin it. And believe me, I'm aware of how bad that makes me sound. I guess putting someone pitiful out of their misery is just my way of expressing my love. Man, that guy really is a psycho. Alright, foreigners. Ooh. Did anyone else feel that tremor? Almost felt like the prelude to an earthquake. An earthquake? We almost never get those in Britain. Let's hurry. I've got a bad feeling about this. Pepe? Are you not feeling well? I couldn't help but notice that you haven't quite seemed like yourself. Oh, Mashi, you really don't miss anything, do you? Well, don't worry about me. I'm just feeling a little bummed out, that's all. But I do appreciate you looking out for me. Thanks, Mashi. Now, come on. Once we get through that door and out to the hall, it's a straight shot back to the surface. let's get going already. You guys still aren't anywhere close to done. Up, more of these. What are those things? Whoa, their bodies are rotten. They're corpses. They're remains of the people who died in the calamity of Darlington 100 years ago. Come back to life. Now I see. This was a human burial ground. Alright. If they mean to attack us, we'll just have to defend ourselves. I'll keep the fighting to a minimum and secure a path to the upper floors. What the? Pepe, what is going on? Remove buffs. Oh, let's see. Unable to use quick, unable to use arts, unable to use buster, and P seal and skill seal. Oh, jeez. So we can't do anything? Observing. Huh. It didn't do anything. Yeah, and it's not even letting me get the... Huh. So those enemies were just kamikaze players or something? Aw, what? You're not gonna attack them? Well, that's boring. I went to a lot of trouble to release these human morphs from the observation room, too. Barrel! Hiya, Silver Shinobi. This makes what? 3 times we've run into each other now? Feels like you and I are more than just acquaintances by now, doesn't it? You said these things are human Moors? Does that mean what I think it does? As you can see, these things are human, but they're not corpses like you thought they were. There's only one dead body left in all of Britain. These guys are the fruit of a little research project I've been working on the last 6 months. I wondered, what would happen if you transplanted the Moor's curse to a human? Well, here's the answer. They're alive and they're dead. Dead, but alive. Being like that's so painful for them, all they can do is implore anyone who passes nearby for help. But that makes them pretty great parting gifts. Because now, Moor's poison can infect humans just as well as it can fairies. Then if we fought them, we'd have been... Still, while I'm not surprised to see Mash show up, I didn't expect you to be here too, Pepperoncino. I didn't think you'd come all the way to Britain just to avenge old Woodheim. Never pegged you for the hot-blooded type. If anything, I figured you were more like me. That's true. You're a cleaner and I'm a killer. Neither of us were ever good people. Right, wrong, even whether this benefits me. None of that matters to me right now. I'm just here to kill you. If someone pisses scum like us off, that's all the reason we need to kill them, isn't it? You know, when you're right, you're right. Guess this means emotional appeals and peaceful discussion are off the table then. Don't tell me that was... That's right. As you can see, this burial ground's long past its prime, so I thought I'd give it a little renovation. Now it's time to bury the evidence before Morgan finds out I got carried away with my experiments. I didn't have to tell you guys that, but hey, You, me, and Mash were all part of Team A once, right, Pepperoncino? So I figured the least I could do is warn you to scram before you wind up buried alive. I don't know about Silver Shinobi, but at least you two might be able to make it out of here in time. Beryl, get back here! But he said these people are still alive? Stay away from them! Don't you get it? You can't help them anymore. No one can! We're still deep underground. If we don't hurry out of here, we'll be dead too! Once we have a safe way out of here, then we can worry about rescuing anyone we can. Okay, not gonna lie. Pepe's scary when he's got a face like this. I guess that's how you know he's serious. Got it. I'll use Magecraft to help keep us safe. Let's hurry upstairs, Silver Shinobi. Did we make it? No, we're still underground. To reach the surface, we need to get to the farthest end of the sanctuary. Stop! Go back to the staircase! Pepe? Whew. That was close, but it looks like I just made it. Sorry for kicking you all out so fast. I know my legs are just terribly long. Is anyone hurt? No? Oh, good. What's going on, Count Pepperon? Oh, there's just a little poison gas in here. Hang on while I go shut it off, okay? Don't worry. As you know, I trained in Shugendo up in the mountains, so karma doesn't affect me much. I can survive the gas for a good while. Karma? I don't understand. What do you mean by... I'd say this should take me about 3 minutes. I could do faster if I wasn't so tired, but oh well. Silver Shinobi, Mashi, do you two trust me enough to wait until I get back? You said 3 minutes, right? Okay. Great. Alrighty, I'm just gonna take care of this. This should be fun. I haven't had a chance to use my full strength in a long time. And now we're fighting a caster enemy. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. I'm opening the door. Oh my, 3 minutes already. Time does fly when you're having fun, doesn't it? There you go, it's all spick and span. Now let's get out of here before it all comes crashing down, shall we? I never doubted you could do it, Pepe. Although, exactly what kind of poisonous gas was it? The ceiling in here is about 40 meters high. Was the gas heavier than air? Something like that. All sorts of things tend to stagnate in the air under a cemetery. Count Pepperon? Are you? Artoria? Oh my, such fire in your eyes. Are you burning to continue our little love talk from earlier? Never mind. It's nothing. Oh? Well, that's too bad. I was looking forward to chatting about romance. I guess that's just how you've always lived your life, Artoria. I do have my concerns about that, but this time I appreciate it. In that case, mind keeping it to yourself until it's all said and done? Thanks, hon. The lower levels must be completely buried by now. Come on, let's get out of here while we still can. Right, the exit's just over there. I'll lead the way. There it is. Be careful, Master. I'm detecting a powerful hostile magical energy signal up ahead. Oh, come on! How did you get up here without a scratch on you? What the hell, guys? That should have taken at least one or two of you out. And you, Silver Shinobi. Why are you looking at me like that? Is that really your idea of a master sworn to defend humanity? Don't waste your time on the likes of him, Silver Shinobi. I was hoping to take care of him myself, but would you three mind kicking his hiney for me? Just be thorough about it, yeah? We don't want him ever doing anything nasty again. Right. I'm sorry, Beryl. But we don't have any time to waste. If you're going to stand in our way, I'm going to have to force my way past you. I see. Guess you didn't care for my game then. Alright. Looks like I'll have to break out the big guns. Did he just deflect Mash's charge? That magical energy aura! Stand back, everyone! He's... Sorry about this. I didn't want to have to show this side of myself if I didn't have to. But I've waited long enough to be alone with Mash. Time for the rest of you to give us some privacy. He has... No. It can't be. That's Woodrose's spirit origin. Right, I need a good single target rider. My best bet would probably be Sakamoto. Let's see. Let's go with Captain Caldea. Mr. Code. I can't help it since it's part of my lineage. Weren't you ever taught to be wary of escorts running into a predator? Okay. Let's see. Charisma? Alright, target focus. Just in case he has sure hit. Alright, boo. Actually, wait. No attack debuffs, but I might as well. Alright, there we go. Okay. If he has sure hit, then I guess... Nice! And he's reloading, sure hit. Okay. Dang, I'm gonna get a chain error no matter what, but... Increase critical strength. Alright, couple good hits there. Let's see. Ow! On the plus side, I can get rid of those debuffs. Okay, oh no! Alright, oh, wait. Actually, hold on. Okay. Alright. First health bar down. I should be ready in case he has any skill that triggers when his health bar breaks and he gets like full charge all of a sudden. Oh, that was it. Alright. What? Tired already? Oh, come on. I'm just getting started. I didn't go to the trouble of copying Woodwow's spirit origin just for us to screw around. That's Woodwow's spirit origin? Not Rhynek's? That's right, it belongs to the head of the Fang clan. Either way, that doesn't change the fact that he has an A-Ray's spirit origin. We don't have any weapons able to penetrate the Grand Duke of Waste Heat's hide. Oh, look at you, little savior. Clever, ain't ya? Don't gotta tell you there's no point fighting, do I? Still, I wish your idiot friends would get it through their thick skulls that none of you are getting out alive. Isn't that right, Pepperoncino? Don't think I don't see you trying to sneak up on me. Pepe! 1 down, 3 to go. Later, Pepperoncino. Could have killed you whenever I wanted, but I was cutting you a break for old time's sake, huh? Ugh! Gross! I feel sick! You! What the hell did you do to me? What is this? Don't you recognize it? You've been testing it on who knows how many people. I was carrying enough for 500 people. And now, I passed it on to you. What? You bastard! You were already... That's right. I was already practically dead. So, how do you like the taste of your own damn curse? The one that reflects right back onto you when you kill someone. A sacrificial play. I don't like leaving it on a cliffhanger, but we're gonna have to leave it for next time. Alright. Give me just a second, let me switch back. Alright. Let's see, who are we gonna raid and what are we gonna raid with? Hey, Proton John's on. Let's go ahead. Somebody here? No. Let's go ahead and raid Proton John. And I guess we'll raid with our default message. Alright. Nobody expects the Shinobi Inquisition. Alright. Gonna go ahead and raid Proton John. Tomorrow, we'll not have an afternoon stream, but I will have an evening stream. So, get ready for more of this. Tomorrow we might actually get an ending to the cliffhanger here. Alright, let's go ahead and raid. I will see you guys later.